wrote this fantastic movie. I love it. It was.
It'll happen a couple times.
Yes, it's just building up, making it all more realistic.
We'll try to coordinate it with the music, the sound.
Yeah, that was missing in the movie, so.
Yeah, I agree.
And especially we're very thankful for all of you who could make it on such a short notice. This became a pop-up when Oscar just let us know that he's going to be in town, and of course we jumped right on it. And thank you so much for making time for us. We know how your schedule is. And I don't want to say anything more about the movie now, but if you would like to introduce it in your own words shortly, that would be amazing.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you. First, thank you guys for coming. I know that it was very, very last minute. Federico did a wonderful job. I told you Friday that I was here, and he says like, all right, let's do something. How about Tuesday? I said Tuesday. Okay, let's do it. So I really appreciate that, and that you guys have chosen to share it here. This is a very special place. I came here 3 years ago for the first time to speak. Right when you were coming in, I think 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Maybe? And I spoke to some of the youth. They had about 9 kids at the time, and it marked me. And I couldn't shake off this place because I thought it was some of the most important work being done as humanity, not just Los Angeles, but it's an example of what can be done if people like Federico and his wife commit to helping another human being, like Jose, who I just met, who lived in this house for a year and a half. Gaspar, who a beautiful story in LA Times came out by Cindy, who wrote it, and then an accompanied video who became viral 3 days ago. And it's an amazing amount of generous and just beautiful work that's necessary right now, because the more we know, the less we ignore, and the more justice world becomes, the more love that spreads, and the better we become as a humanity. So Voces Inocentes was born out of people like these guys opening their hearts and doors to me in this country. When I wrote it, I was going through a lot of suffering because the war caught up to me. I was raised in war, and we had to be involved in it. But you don't really realize how much it marks you, and how much it leaves, how many scars it leaves inside of your heart, until somehow it catches up to you. And a lot of people, they experiment, and we'll talk more about it after the movie, but they experiment a lot of feelings of anxiety, all of a sudden panic attacks in my life. That's what happened. And what I didn't realize at the time was that my past caught up to me. So when I realized that there was something inside me I couldn't shake, and I didn't know what to do, and I refused to take medicine for it, I started writing. And what I wrote was this, where the memories came out and poured out. It kept coming for 3 months while I wrote, and cried and cried and cried. And I needed breaks, so I wrote a little bit of comedy because I needed to breathe. So if you laugh, it's because I was breathing at the time. So what we found out is after the movie went